Hello, this is Anna
and Kim
from the Behind the Stacks podcast.
And you're listening to the BS Podcast Network.
This podcast brought to you by OuchThatHurts.com. Visit Ouch That Hurts for music, gaming, reviews, editorials, podcasts, and more. OuchThatHurts, HERTZ.com.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Save Point Podcast. This is Dan. I am joined here by Jesus. Jesus, how's it going?
I'm doing great.
Awesome. Is this episode 32 or 33? Why can I never remember this?
I'm going to say it's my 35th load file.
So we're actually episode 33.
All right. Let's load up episode 33 then. Awesome.
Loading up episode 33. So we're here. Thank you for joining us. I just want to give a shout out to our sponsors. First off, OuchThatHurts.com. Check them out. OuchThatHurts. That's HERTZ.com. And also check out the BS Podcast Network. That's BSPodcastNetwork.com. Literally anything that you can think of, any type of podcast you can think of is on there. So check that out. Download. They would love your love. The other thing, too, just asking if we're doing a good job, we're doing a bad job, you're listening to us, shoot us a like, shoot us a subscribe, shoot us a comment, anything. We want to hear from you. We love to hear from you. Even from there, if you want, join our Discord. We'd love to have you on. Really, anybody that wants to chat, have fun, really about anything, come and join us. The link is in the description. It's in every description. It's the TSP Discord. It's how it's labeled on every single link that you can find for the episode. So it's right there. Love to have you. Love for you to join and go from there. So, Jesus, I think what we're going to do tonight is, as we always do, is talk about what we've been playing. And then we're going to get into some E3 stuff because E3 is right around the corner.
Yeah. All right. Let's see here. What have
you been playing?
So it's been a while since we've last conversed. So
and I actually had a voice.
Yeah, I'm glad you're feeling better. That's a big thing when we're doing this audio platform.
Yes.
Yes. Oh no, I'm glad you're doing better.
Thank you.
And let's see here. What have I been playing? So I a little bit ago I picked up Mario Party. Because my Switch was feeling lonely. I played that with the family. You know, that's how you do those things.
How is that as a party family game? Let's put it this way: it's me and my wife are probably the only big gamers out of my family.
Two of you guys. I would say, if you guys enjoy like trying to unlock many little things and like to compete or work together too. Actually, there's a fun setting where you can work together against the AI. Then it's not bad. I will say from my experience playing like a good, like one of the longer, like what is it? It's like the board game level where you're trying to collect the stars mode. We played one of the longest ones that took about a little over 2 hours to complete. There were almost controllers broken and family broken too.
Oh wow!
So fun game.
Yeah, fun game.
But no, yeah, it was enjoyable.
Well, that's good. What else?
Yeah.
What else have you been playing?
Let's see here. As far as the release of this episode, I recently picked up what is it? The Jackbox Party 5, the newest one, a little bit ago.
Mm-hmm.
I hosted a game night at one of our local breweries. The owner was kind enough to let me host there, and we played that.
Oh, awesome!
So there's that. There's only two other things that to really mention is I'm currently playing through another Switch game, World End Syndrome. I'm currently reviewing it right now, or in the midst of finishing it to review.
Cool.
It is a visual novel game, so it's kind of weird to talk about. But it has an interesting story. I would love to be streaming it, but I can't. A bunch of hoopla behind that because I finally have better internet. Everyone, I have actually good internet finally.
actually good internet.
Or I get the internet I'm paying for. How about that?
Okay.
So the last game that I actually wanted to play before coming on was Dauntless because they just put it on consoles this morning or on the 21st of May.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah, and it's one of the first cross plays. So you can play on PC and Microsoft.
I feel that that's going to be a huge theme within the next year going forward. Is this whole like between PC and Microsoft?
Yeah, that's what. So actually, we might get to see a little bit more in the coming conferences. So that might be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, those. That's been my weeks of gaming. How about yourself?
God, what haven't I played? Actually, I've played a lot. So I got back into Monster Hunter World. My buddy popped on, and we played that for probably about a good 3-4 hours. And then what is it? What else did I play? So we did that. I played a whole bunch of Days Gone. I'm still loving Days Gone. I have yet to. I've yet to go back on what I said.
Hey, no. Funny thing is that the day I went to go pick up Mario Party. This is a rare thing. Like I went to GameStop. The last time I went to GameStop was like over 2 years ago. I just like why buy anything really if you can buy almost everything online or order it. But as I was like waiting in line and like I one of the few things that's good about like at least going to these game shops is that there's a lot of people who are talking about games, and there was a discussion happening just around the corner about Days Gone, and I've heard nothing but positive things they were talking about. And then just 2 minutes later, some random person comes in, and then the conversation just continues. It's been nothing but positive as far as the player base is concerned, or at least where I'm at.
And that's the weird thing. Like, and that, I don't want to come off like I knew everything from the last podcast that we were on. Because believe me, I don't. If I did, I'd be doing this, and not have my other full-time job to actually make money. I'd be actually making money doing this podcast, So don't get me wrong. I know that I'm wrong on things, but it's just, I just think that this game is the things that they were nitpicking. Pardon me, the things that people were nitpicking at during reviews was just like, I haven't heard of that bad of nitpicking in things in a long time. You know what I'm saying? Like there was one, like I said, I won't go deep into it, but there was one guy that said, well, I had to retrace back and forth between the same area so many different times. And I'm thinking, one, it's an open world game, and two, this same person gave a high review for Destiny. And Destiny 2. Don't give me that bullshit, oh, I got to retrack where I'm going, because that's all Destiny is, retracking where you've been. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for the most part.
It's like don't give me that bullshit. It was like, let's just find something to complain. And then there was one and then I'll get off at Days Gone. There was one group that I really liked, and I love the community that's out there, because you can always tell when people are just like making stuff up, or they've looked at something else, or they're just copying off of somebody else. There was this one guy that basically this website, and I'm not going to drop names on websites because I don't want to do that, but this website, I don't want to say it's a startup, but it's trying to become popular, and there's a little bit of steam behind them. So like you can definitely tell that this person that wrote this review was just like, I'm going to just agree with the big boys, like the IGN and the Game Informer and the GameStop and or Spot or whatever it is. I'm just going to agree with them so we look cool. I mean, that you could definitely tell that that's what the review was.
Hey, if you give me enough money, I'll say whatever you want for a game.
That's true. That's true. So I always kind of found that funny. As far as that goes, but let's see, what else have I been playing? Oh, I picked up Rage 2. Actually, okay, so before I do that, I played a little bit of Borderlands on PC. I streamed for about 4 hours Dragon Age Inquisition, which was a lot of fun. I actually we got a new follower on Twitch, which is great.
Cool.
Check us out. Yeah, twitch.tv, the Save Point Podcast / the Save Point Podcast. So check us out. So he was kind of helping me out. It was a lot of fun with that. And then I picked up Rage 2, which it's just, I am having so much fun with that game. That is to me, that is anger management, a game. That is, because that is literally just go over, find, and it's all the same. Like everywhere you go, the thing is the same. Just blow shit up, shoot people. And it's just fun. Like there's a trophy or an achievement or whatever you want to call it, called Hot Potato, and that's literally like, so like you have these guys with baseball bats and they hit grenades at you. If they hit a grenade at you and you can melee it back at them, that's an achievement. And I did. It was just so much fun to watch the animation to do that. Like the way that they like ragdoll, like when they die is cool. Some people just explode. Like there was one guy who was climbing up a ladder, and I shot him, and his leg, I don't know if it's like an animation for it or if it's just the physics of it, but his leg got stuck between like the grates of the ladder or the things. So he's dangling, he's hanging, but he's still alive. So here I am like I thought he was dead, because usually that type of animation, the enemy's dead.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going around and it tells you when you've killed all the enemies in one area. And I keep getting this like thing that like this one is like, I still have one guy that's still alive. I go back and it's this guy that he's still hanging on the ladder and he's screaming. So here, me in proper, video game form, I took out my pistol, went up right up to him and looked at him right in the face and just shot him straight in the face. So
there you go. That's how you do it.
That's how you do it. So, having a lot of fun with Rage. My thing is with Rage, it's not a ground-breaking game. It's a fun game. It's a fun shooter. Is it worth $60? I mean, there's so much shit to do. So, I mean, if you're looking for a fast-paced, crazy first-person shooter, absolutely. If you're looking at on the fence about it, and you say, hey, you know what? I might wait for a sale for it to go down to 30 or 40 or even $20, in a couple of months. You could do that too. It is definitely worth a play, though, if you are thinking about it. It just depends on how much you want to invest in it.
Okay.
Go ahead.
No, I think I'll wait until it comes to. I'll probably lower to about $40. Then I might pick it up.
I'm thinking around Christmas, you probably get it for 30, if not $25. Like Black Friday sale or whatever like that. One of those type sort of things. But okay. It's a good game. I'm not going to say it's not a good game. It's a good game.
I've seen 3 other people play it. It's they like normal. I enjoy watching people when I get home from work and just let them play the games while I watch. And every person I've seen when I get home, they're just messing around, shooting people, punching people, watching them explode. It's fun. I can tell the enjoyment. It is fun. So it's fun to watch other people blow up people's heads.
Yep.
So, yeah,
it's a lot of fun. And then I haven't played them yet. But I picked up a couple of expansions for City Skylines.
Ooh.
Which I really like, which I think I'm probably going to stream. But I haven't even opened it. I just downloaded them. I haven't had time to play them. And then I literally was playing this minutes before me and you jumped on for here. Was Oxygen Not Needed.
Ooh, that is a fun game.
Are you playing it?
No, I watched this one guy who has a 34-part series.
Uh-huh.
So, it's really fun. Like I like because when it comes to those types of games, it's a management style game, so you have to watch everything. And for me, those are the type of games I enjoy. But it's been a while since I.
It's 100% like micromanagement.
So, like those are the games I like to play. But it's been a while since I had like the time where I can just sit down and like, all right, time to do it. And so watching like his like 10 to 15 minute playthroughs of his like 3-hour sessions are easier on me at that point.
Yep, I get it.
But no, it's the game's overall fun from what I've seen. Also, I forgot to mention I picked up something really fun. I'm looking forward to a stream. I recently picked up the PlayStation Classic.
Oh, really?
Yes. Like I found it on sale for like $30.
Huh, that's cool.
So like I was like hesitant until I saw like because it's normally like what is it like $60 I think $60 or $70, and then I saw it and like like that's something I want because like I have the SNES Classic, or I think that's what it's called. All the retro things that have been coming up, and I was like, should I get it? And then I saw the price, $30 on sale. I'm gonna get it. So that's something I'm looking forward to stream, since some really nice classic games on this thing, from Metal Gear Solid, Revolution's Persona. What I forgot is the original Tom Clancy Rainbow Six. I used to play a lot of that back in the day.
Huh. Well, I'm also hearing that, not that we promote this, but you can actually mod it, and you can actually put a lot more games on there too. Somebody's actually figured it out.
Yes. That is not what I'm currently
No,
working
not at
on.
all. So
that is something for the future guys listening, or probably by the time this comes out, I'll be doing once I'm done with my review, and I can actually stream stuff.
Awesome. So I've been playing those things and having fun and all of that. I do want to say something though. And you'll see more with this, but have a little bit of an announcement. And I know that it's still really in the early workings of it, and it's still a ways away, but November 2nd of 2019, we will be participating in the Extra Life 24-hour gaming marathon.
Yay!
So, like I said, we'll kind of figure that out. There's a lot of details we need to work out. With me being in Chicago, you being in Oregon, Steve being in California, and Tuesday being in South Carolina. There's definitely some things that we need to figure out with this. So, but we are definitely going to be setting up a marathon for 24 hours streaming of playing video games. And we will reveal the children's hospital that we will be donating all of our proceeds to at a later date. But I don't know about you. I mean, I think this is probably one of the coolest programs. We have the ability to play games and raise money for children's, cancer relief or whatever it is. I mean, obviously, I already kind of know how you feel about it, but what is your take on this, Jesus?
So what's interesting is I actually did Extra Life 2 years ago. Actually, two and 3 years ago, when I used to actually stream a little bit more actively.
Mm-hmm.
So I actually participated in the event with a few other people. So I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed what I was doing. I wish I still had my T-shirt that I got for it. But no, yeah, it's a wonderful event for charity. It's just fantastic what the community can come together. It's one of the few things that I'm glad that is being more prevalent to people, not just like gamers being gamers. Like there's an actual community helping people for a real cause, or very helpful cause.
Absolutely. I always talk about my real job. So my real job is, and I think I mentioned this, is that I work at a hospital. I do a lot of compliance things for a hospital in Chicago. And I've been working in hospitals for about 12 years now. And there's a lot of things that you see, and I won't get into the good or the bad or anything like that, but there's a lot of things that you see, and there's a lot of scariness, especially working around kids. There's a lot of some people are embarrassed, some people are angry to be there. Obviously there's good reasons that you do go to a hospital. A new child is born, or you do find out that a disease is completely gone, or an illness, and you're cured, or you get to go home, or whatever it is. But there's a lot of times that you go to a hospital for not the greatest reason. And then you turn, and some of these kids who, sometimes they get this grim outlook on life because they've been given this card, of a disease, could it be cancer or heart disease or just something that's happened in their life, and, for us to be able to say we're doing something that we love, like playing a video game, and that's going to raise money so their bills are not necessarily there. There's research so these kids can actually be cured faster and better and all of that. I mean, I'm 100% for it. I do it every day if I could. So no, it's just we're going to be participating in Extra Life. More information will come out with that, links on how you can donate. We'd love for you to donate. Nothing comes to us, nothing comes to the Save Point, or Ouch That Hurts, or the BS Podcast Network. We don't actually see the money. We just see the amount. And everything goes straight to the hospital that we're going to pick. So there's nothing on that end or anything like that, and it's secured and all of that. So look for more information on that. We'll talk more about that later coming podcast episodes. But let's move on to our topic of the night. And in probably 2 weeks when this gets published, or 2 weeks, it will be 2 weeks away when this episode is published, is E3 2019. Yay!
Yeah, it's normally I would. Okay, so we've talked a lot about these conferences a lot. I don't know, as far as like this upcoming 2019 conference, I'm not as excited as I normally am for E3.
There's no hype. Like there's no. Okay, so like the big thing that people are going to be talking about. Or have talked about is that PlayStation's not there.
Yes.
Okay? So what it looks like is that they're not even there. Like their games are not even there. Like they don't even have a stage presence. Not even just a conference. They're not even there. Is what I'm hearing. Unless I could be 100% completely wrong. But I mean, supposedly, literally, I'm looking at, and this is from TechRadar.com. It says, what to expect at Sony. And it says, sorry, guys, unfortunately, Sony is skipping E3 festivities this year. It is said that they will instead find another venue to showcase games and hardware coming up down the pipeline. So they they don't even have booths, So I think the whole thing is that there was always that competition of what is Microsoft going to do compared to what Sony's going to do? And it's not there. Like the competition's just not there. Like it's not that it doesn't exist, but it's just not at that venue.
That is interesting thinking about it. Really, like it just hit me now. That idea because when it came to E3, it was always who's gonna come out with a better conference. Was it gonna be Microsoft or PlayStation? Yep. And I honestly, it hit me right now that like. There is no like quote unquote competition anymore. Yeah, that's weird. I never really hit me until now.
And then on top of that, I don't want to say lose, because I don't like that when it comes to what is it? When it comes to these things, because it's a showcase. It's not necessarily a competition, but yeah, we always look at it and say, okay, who had the better conference type sort of thing. Like they don't win anything. You don't win hey, you had the better conference, so here's a trophy type sort of thing. But the way that I'm looking at it is Microsoft realizes that this generation is gone from them. Okay, I mean, they're still going to put out games, and I'm not saying that they're giving up on it, but they have to realize that there is no way that before the next set of consoles comes out, next generation consoles, that they're ever going to catch up to where Sony or Nintendo is at. They've made a lot of missteps, and it's bit them for the past 5 years. On top of that, I like the fact that Phil Spencer is really pushing on like game studios and exclusive. I don't want to say exclusive, but like trying to get games under the Microsoft belt. Because I think what their strategy was going into this was we have the better console, so whatever we put on there, people are just going to buy the console and then they're going to buy it.
Yeah.
The problem is that one, the console is way too expensive from the beginning, and two, you didn't have anything to go on it. Like all the stuff that you were thinking was just going to stay to Microsoft is not, and people have jumped to PlayStation because one, it's $100 cheaper. I mean, right from off the bat, it's always been $100 cheaper. I mean, I don't know about you, but if I have 10 games here and 4 games over here, and this one's going to cost more money, you're not going to entice me to buy this console because you have 4 games that could look really good. On top of that, you also have PlayStation that puts out just amazing games, especially this generation. They've put out amazing games, So, I mean, from Horizon Zero Dawn to God of War to Spider-Man, I mean, these are all exclusives. So, I mean, it's like, where's the incentive to buy from Microsoft? And there's really not. So I think that I don't want to say that they're giving up, but I don't want to also say that they are pushing crazy on it.
Okay.
Which we'll get into now with this. It's like, let's talk about what we think is going to happen at Microsoft. So,
okay. Actually, there's one I want to start with. I actually want to start with Nintendo, actually.
You want to start with Nintendo? Okay, we'll get to Microsoft then. What are your top 3 things that are going to happen at the Nintendo conference? Nintendo. Usually, it's Treehouse.
Yeah. Well, it's the Nintendo Direct actually. Then they go into the Treehouse. But the reason I want to start with Nintendo is because you mentioned Phil Spencer, and as you were talking about him, this is going to be the first Nintendo Direct without Reggie. It's going to be Doug Bowser.
Oh, that's true.
So, because when it came to the Nintendo Direct, especially when it came to E3, like Reggie was for the most part one of the faces you see at these things, and this is because I haven't really seen like Doug do anything like openly in any of the directs since he's been taking up the presidency. I think that's correct, right? I think I said that right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So this is gonna be his first I don't know how to say it, like not public appearance, video appearance. Let's start with that. His video appearance. So this is gonna be interesting because the energy he provides to that direct is going to be what kind of will set the tone or what the memes will come out with, and that will also set the tone of how he probably will be moving forward. It's interesting because I don't know, it's going to be interesting. As far as games though, I know we're going to get more on Pokemon, a little bit more information. We'll probably have that. That's what I'm really looking forward to. And I think we might be getting a new Zelda title, or maybe a remastered. Maybe.
Don't they have, what is it, Link's Awakening?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I would bet you that's the Zelda title they talk about.
Okay. I'm trying to think of like anything at least Switch, because for me the Switch is more of a party game. There's very few game specific things that I buy on it. So something like that I'm hoping for. Nothing really comes to mind. Just honestly, Pokemon.
Just Pokemon. You think that there's going to be? So I think there's going to be a couple of things. One, I think we're actually going to get some Metroid information.
Okay.
I think that would be one of them. I don't know if it's going to be a release date. Maybe just another teaser. Obviously, Mario Maker 2 is going to be huge because that's coming out 2 or 3 weeks after that. So they're going to have that. I think they're going to have a release date for Link's Awakening, the remake, I think. Pokemon Sword and Shield, I think it's going to have a release date. And then I think we're going to get another Ultimate DLC character pack.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah,
I think we're going to get that. I don't think that they're really going to share any new IPs. They might, but I don't think that they need to right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think they have so many things that are going to be done at the end of this year that I don't think they really need to show anything new. As far as any new games, I think they will be. Maybe they'll show off some indie games or some smaller games, but I don't think that they're going to blockbuster show us anything crazy. You think?
Yeah, no. It's for the most part, I think they're going to be pretty quiet.
Okay. So that's what we're thinking about for what's its face? For Nintendo. Let's go to Sony. Oh wait, no, we can't. No, I think Sony will have another State of Play, but I'm not like the only part of State of Play that I was really happy about was that they showed Final Fantasy VII Remake information. Like all the other stuff I care less about right now. Like there's nothing really that was like, it's kind of a smart move on them. Like if this is the stuff that they have that they're showing this year through the State of Plays, and this is what was going to be in their E3 conference, it's like, I think you kind of made a good decision because there's really nothing that's really kind of crazy. Though I really want to hear about more of the Last of Us 2, Death Stranding, Ghost of Tsushima, what's going on with these bigger names, because we haven't heard anything in a year now about these. Though I really do think that Ghost of Tsushima is a PlayStation 5 game, and I think Death Stranding is also a PlayStation 5 game. So, that I've called that a long time ago. so I'm holding that. Who do you want to go on to next? We got
Let's
Bethesda,
go to
Microsoft. Okay, so biggest thing with Microsoft before we get into anything, are they showing anything next gen? And are they going to call it next gen? Are they going to come out with a name for the next gen? Are they going to show anything next gen?
It's actually going to be the Xbox One XX. That's what they're going to call it.
The double X?
The double X, because they're waiting for the triple X next year, the year after that.
The triple X. Bow chicka bow wow.
Exactly. So, I don't know, because there's been a lot of rumors and actually some a little bit more legitimacy as far as the PlayStation 5 has been concerned these last few weeks. Would it be in Microsoft's interest to start talking about their next console? Because we've been talking a little bit about their their disc and their one other model. So would this year be the best time to start talking about it? Because Microsoft.
Well, see, that kind of goes into the whole Xbox One X. Remember, is the they said, "Hey, we're making this powerful console," but that's about it. Remember what was it called? It was Project. God, what was it? Project Scorpio. Project Scorpio.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, remember? It was like, oh, hey, by the way, by the end of this, we're working on another console, and it's going to be this. Yeah, by the way, we're not going to give you any information for another year. I don't know if they can do that again.
I'm really tempted. No. It's hard to kind of keep a secret these day and age with people trying to. I don't think we'll see anything really specific. Maybe.
I think we are going to see something specific, but I don't think we're going to see.
Here's Here's what I'll say. I don't think we'll see anything specific from the actual conference, but we'll probably have some hearsay coming out of it from people talking to different individuals on the conference floor.
I could see that. I'm also going to look at it this way too, and I think I think that they are going to mention it, and they might mention that these games are going to be on the next console, but I think they're going to still call it Project Scarlet. Like, I don't think they're going to officially name it. Like, is it going to be called the Xbox One 2, the Xbox One Part, 2.0? Like, what is it actually going to be named? I don't think they're going to name it, but I think what they're going to do is they're actually going to show games that are running on next-gen console.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they're going to say, this is next-gen console footage.
All right. Kind of similar to Cyberpunk 2077.
Correct.
Okay.
So even though I say Cyberpunk 2077, I'm moving that one back. That actually is going to get a release date at the Microsoft conference.
You think so?
I think so. And I think it's going to be early part October.
This year?
This year.
I don't think so.
I think it's early part October.
You wanna make a podcast episode? What the heck? Bet on that?
Absolutely.
So, do you want to actually put an actual date? Because I don't think it's going to come out until 2020.
I'm not going to put an actual date.
Do you want to just say the year?
Oh, it's going to be 2019, and I'm going to say it's going to be October, but it's going to be between the 1st of October, between the 1st and the 18th, somewhere within that realm.
How about this? You can say fall 2019.
No, I'm narrowing it down to October.
Oh wow, you're okay.
Oh, I'm that confident.
All right.
I'm saying it's going to be. If I had to put a date on it, but this is not part of the bet. If I had to put a date on it, it's either going to be the 15th or 18th of October.
Oh wow, you're going detailed on that. Because so I'm gonna go with fall 2020. That's that.
You're thinking it's a whole year and a half off still?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
I think that's too far.
You think so?
Yeah, because what's going to happen is I think it's going to have that release date, and then in September.
Oh, the weird.
The end of August.
No, you're right. Because that's the time when all the Call of Duties and the Modern Warfare. Modern Warfare, and the Battlefield stuff is going to be coming out. So I'm going to move it. Actually, you're right. I'm going to move it ahead because I feel this might be one of the summer hits. So I'm going to go summer 2020.
Summer 2020. Oh,
yes.
So you're still going a year from now.
I'm still going a year.
I think it's going to be October, and what's going to happen is in August we're going to hear that it's delayed again. It's going to be February of 2020. I'm sorry, I shouldn't do that. That's mean. But I would say if they're going to delay it, we're going to find out a delay in August. But I think there's no way that they can come out and not have a release date. Like there's just no way. It would be. We already have an hour of playthrough from the last one. They've already heightened this up. If they're talking, because that's the other thing too. I think that a new Forza title, because they always show a Forza title. The new Gears 5 and Halo Infinite are all next-gen console games. So Microsoft needs something to show that's going to come out this year. And that's why I think what's going to happen is they're going to talk about Cyberpunk 2077. They're going to talk about Battletoads coming out this year. I'm not really too sure what else, but I think those are the biggest things that are going to be happening through Microsoft. But I think 2077, and I think there's going to be some type of exclusivity, some downloadable content or something that's going to go to Microsoft from Cyberpunk 2077.
Okay. All right. Let's because for me, the only reason I watch Microsoft is just to see any premieres and seeing what they have, since I don't actively play on Microsoft. So
yeah.
So,
I would love to really get back to it. But you're right. I mean, I play my majority is on the PlayStation.
Yeah,
So.
and then when I go out and about, the Switch is really my portability next to my phone. So,
Yeah.
Well, let's hope. Let's hope. Come next generation, they kind of start equaling out a little bit more, like they did back.
I would love it.
So, because it was good times when you can, like, you wanted a 360 game or a PS2 game or a PS3 game. I mean, so yeah. Okay, Microsoft.
Let's move on to Bethesda.
Ooh, Bethesda.
So right now, I think Bethesda is not going to be as strong as they were last year. So give me right. I will. This is my 2-minute synopsis of Bethesda. Ready? Elder Scrolls Online is going to get information. Fallout 76, they're going to beg and plead that people play it, and it's going to get information and possibly some free stuff. Okay? Doom Eternal is going to get a release date because I don't believe it has one yet. Elder Scrolls Blades is going to come out, and it's actually going to be full released out of beta either at the show or sometime in August or September. Elder Scrolls Legends, the free-to-play card game, I think is going to be released. If Blades is not released on the mobile, that's going to be released, and that's going to say you can download that tonight. For that, Elder Scrolls 6 and Starfield, nowhere to be seen.
Ooh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I have a feeling they might show a little snippet of Starfield.
Nope.
All right.
Nope, I don't think so. So I just can't see it. So hello, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm really thinking because I was always excited when it came to Bethesda, but
wait. Did you hold the phone?
Oh my god, latest news.
Yeah, latest news. I literally just had this pop up. I literally just had this pop up on my news feed.
Hot from the presses, everyone. Ready? Go, Dan. Tell us what's happening on your side of the world.
Leak. So spoiler. Leak confirms next generation Xbox will be revealed at E3 2019.
Ooh.
So what is this saying? So,
oh my god. Ooh, okay.
According to rumors backdating to last year, it was suggested Microsoft could already be working on a next-gen Xbox console. Given the next-gen consoles are typically revealed during mid- or third-quarter waypoint of current-generation consoles, this did not really come as a surprise. Now, a post made on the NeoGAF forums by a user called Braldyr, Braldyr, who claims to be an industry insider. I love that. Everybody's an industry insider. It seems that the next-gen Xbox consoles could be revealed next month. He posted a listing of things that Microsoft is expected to announce at the event, and one of the items on the list is next-gen Xbox. Let's see. This is not the first time we've heard of this next-gen Xbox could be revealed. Earlier in the year, in February, it was rumored that it could be 2 new Xbox consoles relevant at the event. One of them codenamed Lockhart, the other one is codenamed Anaconda. If the rumors are to be believed, one of the consoles is said to be streaming-only device. Ooh.
Yay! Once again.
Which would be the discless one, though. Wouldn't that be Scarlet or Lockhart? That would be the one that was discless.
that would be Lockhart.
But then again, if they're looking at a next gen, the discless is not a next gen. With Microsoft having announced its streaming service Project Cloud back in 2018, this does not really come as a surprise. Take it with a grain of salt, but we should find out in the next couple of weeks. Interesting. See, this is why I love this stuff, man.
That's very intriguing. Then it is. That makes me wonder now. Then, since PlayStation is not going to be there, are they going to have a couple days after their release? Are they going to have something for their PlayStation 5, like a reveal or something along that nature? You don't think so?
Nope. I think they are going to. So. They did something that was very interesting with the PlayStation 4. Okay? They said they came out with their specs, but they never came out with a console like thing. Remember in February when they first unveiled it and said, "Hey, this is the PlayStation, but this is what it's going to do." And they went over some specs, but it wasn't really crazy specs.
No, yeah.
And then Microsoft came out in May and they bombed. And then basically, they bombed the whole Xbox One, unveil or whatever like that. Okay. And then from there, PlayStation came back and PlayStation came back and said, "Oh yeah, by the way, here's everything that Microsoft did wrong. Here's the stuff that we're going to do right, and we're going to make ours $100 cheaper. I guarantee you, I even though we'll never find out about it, I guarantee you they did not say the price of the PlayStation 4 for the reason that it was going to, no matter what the price was going to be, it was going to be the PlayStation 4 was going to be $100 cheaper. Period. I guarantee it. So, because they had an inkling that everybody was saying back and forth the Xbox was going to be $500 here, $500 here, whatever like that. And they waited for the confirmation, and then I guarantee you they were like, okay, price point is for the PlayStation 4 is $100.
Okay.
Literally hours before that. But I'm trying to think. What were we talking about? Sorry, I interrupted that.
We're talking about the leak of the rumored leak that's confirmed of Microsoft's new.
No, before that.
We were in Bethesda.
So I really don't think that Bethesda is going to have too much crazy stuff with it. Unless they unveil something new, which I don't think that they are, because they already have a couple of new things that people are going to want to show that people are not going to care about to look at the other one. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's Bethesda. What about you? What do you think?
So, ever since I haven't really been paying attention to Bethesda as far as the company or their games a lot lately. Usually I'm really excited about their showcase and their games. But ever since 76 and nothing's really gotten me excited about it. I'm looking forward to watch them. I'm honestly just wondering what they're gonna do. I don't know. I feel that we. Do you think Howard is gonna be at that conference talking at all?
I think he will be.
So if he is, I wonder if he's gonna talk about the issues that occurred during the first few months of 76 and actually, I don't want to say the word admit, but at least acknowledge some of the issues that came about during the first, there's a lot of issues, and then and then bring out the new stuff that. For me, I think that's what I'm hoping for Bethesda is a little bit more recognition from these companies about the things that happen when you're playing, when you're not only creating games, but when you put them out, mostly when it's what are they called? Live service games? I think that's what they're called, right?
Yeah, it's games for a service or games of service. Yeah,
something like that. The terms out there.
Games as a service.
There you go. Thank you. Games. So when it comes to these kinds of things, I hope they can at least acknowledge it. That's what I'm hoping for from Bethesda. Some acknowledgement that it was one of their first few games that they were doing like this, and I just want them to acknowledge that they're continuing to work, because they have been continuing to work. Steve has been playing it more actively, our Fallout man. So I'm hoping I honestly just want some acknowledgement of that they had some problems in the beginning.
Okay. Let's see. Sorry, I'm looking at something else. Let's see. Supposedly, let's see. What's going to be the next one? Let's go on to Ubisoft. To me, Ubisoft, I'm trying to think. Like, supposedly the leak that's coming out is that Watch Dogs 3 is going to be unveiled.
Really? Huh.
Yeah, Watch Dogs 3. It's supposedly taking place in London. What is it? Skull and Bones got delayed, so I think they might show a little bit, but I don't think they're going to show a lot of that. I think Beyond Good and Evil 2. I think they need to.
Yes.
I don't think that there's going to be any Assassin's Creed game for this year because they just came out. Because I think Odyssey is still rolling strong with them. They always unveil something new or whatever, so I don't know if they're going to be something new or whatever like that. But I think the biggest thing that they're going to show is Watch Dogs 3. And I think that's going to get an end of October, if not early November release date.
All right. I'm trying to remember because I remember I played the first Watch Dog. I didn't play the second one.
I like the second one. Second one's fun.
Okay. So I'll keep my eye out for that one then. We'll see how that one goes then.
Okay. I mean, really, Ubisoft. I want to say a lot about Ubisoft, but they're so unpredictable.
Yes.
With that,
I'm not gonna lie because Ubisoft is the one that also, like, for some random reason, had Nintendo for one conference. And like,
yeah. I'm gonna skip looking at the PC and the Devolver because they're good, but we're not really. I don't want to say we're crazy PC based, but I can't talk intelligently about things for PC for the gaming show because they're always up in the air on what they're going to show on that. And I know that we'll rehash these two probably when Steve and Tuesday join us probably next week, and we'll talk about this getting a little bit closer. Any type more information that we find. EA, all I'm going to say about EA is they got to come. It's got to be on their knees and say, "We've messed up. Please still buy our games."
Oh yes. So kind of in the same lines of as Bethesda a little bit,
Yeah.
but they have a lot more to answer for.
Yeah, they got a lot more groveling to do. I think Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order is going to be looked at, and then the other one I think is Dragon Age 4 is going to be looked at. I think those are going to be their two big games that they're gonna showcase off of all of this. I mean, they'll do other things. They'll still do their sports bullshit. It's like I don't want to call sports games bad, but to me, sports games are always the same, just with different names and different players with different stats. You know what I'm saying? Let's tweak this here, let's tweak that here, but it's, I don't know. I don't get that much joy out of sports games. What's your thought?
I've never been a big like when it came to like NBA or NFL or the Madden games, like not really. Like I have friends that play them.
Oh yeah, me too.
But for me, I've never been really excited, and for them actually more lately because they were playing actively and they're looking for it, but they haven't a lot because you're right. For the most part, it's just some nice what is it? Some small improvements to like the UI and the graphics are really kind of what's been happening a lot, and some of the AI have been improving. So it's been small improvements because from what it was groundbreaking when it came from like the 2D and then these weird blocky polygon 3D models, and now these some like almost realistic people. But you can only go so far as realism, as far as like the systems that are being run on, and I don't know. Like I don't really care too much about the gamings, not the sports gaming genre. Yeah. So, and the one thing that gets me though, also when it comes to things, is like the horrible microtransactions when it comes to those types of games.
Yeah,
realistic.
Yeah. So besides Microsoft, I think this next one is going to be the most looked at and second most anticipated. If not, if people are not big Microsoft fans, this could be the highest anticipated conference. And that is, and I can't wait for it, is going to be the Square Enix conference.
Ooh, yes.
So they have taken the place of, what is it? They have taken the place of PlayStation's time. So they're going to be having their keynote at, on Monday night when they usually have it during the day on Monday, before the conference. They're going Monday night into prime time. It's going to be at 8:00 Eastern time, 8:00 Central time, 9:00 Eastern time, and that would be 6:00 your time, Pacific time.
Okay.
So they're going to be doing that. One, I find it interesting that they took that time to do that, and I think there's two big reasons why. And we'll get into those two reasons why, two games that I don't think it's going to be a surprise, but I think it's going to be good. And I think they're going to go over an hour. Usually these only last an hour. I think they're going to go over an hour. But we'll get into that in a second. I think Dragon Quest Builders 2 on Nintendo Switch is going to be looked at. These are just some of the smaller games. And then another Switch game is going to be Dragon Quest 11S Echoes of the Elusive Age Definitive Edition. I think that's going to be showcased on the floor because that's Dragon Age going back to, I don't want to say going back, but it's the first one on Switch. And in fact, I had the ability to game share with somebody Dragon Age 11 on the PlayStation 4, and I haven't, for the sheer fact that I want to get this because I want to play it portable. There's just something about me that says I want to play Dragon Age portable. Probably just because that's how I've played it on the 3DS. So you got that. Life is Strange 2, the next episode, is going to come out. Or they're going to talk about it. I think DLC for Kingdom Hearts 3 is finally going to be unveiled.
Oh yes, I'm looking forward for more information on that.
The second, now these are the two big games that, one, if they don't, I don't understand this one next game. If they don't show something about it, I think it's going to be it's going to be a misstep on their part. With Endgame being right there, is the Avengers project.
I think they will.
They have to show something. Even if it's another teaser trailer, maybe even a little bit of gameplay trailer. Square Enix is not big on dropping release dates for anything. So even if they're saying they're working on it, just show something. I mean, I think it's been 2 years since we've seen something on it, or I know it's been over a year. So we got that. And then I think we're finally going to get a release date for episode 1. I think they're going to make a huge hoopla about it. I think there's going to be an orchestra there, and all of that is Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Yes.
And
I want a 15-minute showcase.
I want the whole showcase to be that. With a little bit of Avengers. But I want this so bad. Jesus, I cannot tell you how much I want this remake. So I love Final Fantasy VII.
Oh.
And one of our other ones, what was that?
No, I just realized if we find out when the game comes out, the PlayStation Classic has the original Final Fantasy VII. I should play that on stream before the game comes out.
I have it on the Switch. I bought it on the Switch, and it's wonderful portable. I love that I can play it portable.
Like, that's one of the games I've never properly finished. Like,
oh, you have to. You can find the ending. You can all of that. I mean, it's.
But it's different when you
20 years, all of that. I mean, so it's not that I'm spoiling anything, but it's such a good game. God, it's such a good game. It's such a well thought out story that it's not even funny. But I really hope that we get some form of a release date. I really hope that release date is like a month from now. But I know it's not going to be. But just some type of some type of episode. It's still going to be episodic, so there's only going to be certain parts. But what I'm hearing, the rumor that I heard is that they're going to be $60 episode parts, and it's not going to be broken out into a lot of episodes. It's like 2, maybe 3 episodes. Because if the rumor that I heard that it's going to end at a certain part, the first episode is going to end at a certain part, you're like a third through the game. You're like 33% through the game.
Interesting.
Yeah. It would be a a 30, maybe even 40 hour game to get to that point. So depending on how fast you go through it. So yeah, I think that we're actually going to get some form of a release date. Of something, or just a preview, or, more of a preview, maybe even some gameplay of some of the stuff that they've changed around with it. So on that, and then the other rumor was that would we hear about a Final Fantasy 16? I'm putting my money on no.
No,
It's not even going to be teased.
So
that's what I'm looking at. What about you?
No, you kind of mentioned a few of the things, like Kingdom Hearts for sure, Final Fantasy for sure, Final Fantasy VII. I mean, there is one thing. One thing. It's been talked about in the Kingdom Hearts community about either a solo game of Verum Rex. It was a game that was a level inside Kingdom Hearts 3. And it's super like in the Final Fantasy style, like the anime characters and stuff like that.
They're saying that supposedly that's where all the Final Fantasy characters are at.
What?
Aren't they saying that's where all the Final Fantasy characters are at?
No, Verum Rex. Okay, so the joke was in the game was Verum Rex was a video game in that world, but from what I read on the Kingdom Hearts Ultimatum, is that they're currently working on a unnamed project, and they had so much modeling already done in animation for this one Kingdom Hearts little snippet of a game that they might actually turn it into a real game. So maybe something, a little snippet, or maybe like just a little foreshadowing, like one of those 10-second teasers, something like that, or it's like an image. So
I think the last part is these are just kind of some miscellaneous things. And I was looking up, and I was, we always, obviously we are not insiders, so there's hard for us to find information without looking at other sources. So this source is from denofgeek.com. And they've kind of made a list of some of the announcements that possibly could happen, predictions. And this came out on May 14th, so a couple of days ago. So denofgeek.com, so check them out. So I'm just going to kind of roll down, and I want to say, do you think a yay or a nay? Okay,
I'm ready.
So Bungie shows up with Matter. So Matter is supposedly a new IP that they're working on. Matter. Yeah. Does Bungie show up and talk about Matter?
Yes.
Okay. More Destiny information. Any more Destiny information?
There will be, because their next expansion comes out around that time. Okay.
So you're saying both of them. I say Destiny information. I don't say Destiny 3. But I do see Destiny information. I don't see Matter.
Okay.
Let's see. We talked about that. Doom Eternal gets a release date. We talked about that. The next Call of Duty is Modern Warfare 4. Well, there's a whole thing too that didn't the 2020 Call of Duty.
Wait, are we saying, do we care about it, or are we saying it's going to happen?
Is it going to happen?
Oh, yeah.
You think so?
Yeah. I don't want to say yay because I don't really care about it.
I don't know, because that just today, or what is it, on Monday, Treyarch has taken up the new Call of Duty, and it's going to be Black Ops 5.
Black Ops 5?
Yeah.
Really?
So if you look at their release schedules, like the next Call of Duty would come out in 2021.
Okay.
Or something like that. So it's a 2 or 3 year cycle. So I don't know. Supposedly Modern Warfare 4 is coming out, but I don't know if they're going to pull on that and everything went to Treyarch, or if they are going to do that. I do see, now just figure it this way, I do see possibly them making a no, I take that back. There was a thought that they would make a free to play like battle royale.
Mm-mm.
Even though that they have Blackout on Black Ops 4. But I don't think so. So. I'm going to pull that back. Cyberpunk 2077 gets a release date. We talked about that. New Batman game from from Warner Brothers Montreal.
Is there hype for that?
I didn't know that there was one in there. I thought they were done.
I don't know. I honestly, DC has been on the far edges of my radar.
Well, here's another DC, and I know that there has been rumors of this.
Is it Green Lantern?
No, Rocksteady's Justice League game.
Huh.
Supposedly they were developing a Superman game, but supposedly they're developing a Justice League game.
A Justice League game.
Do you think that's a yay or a nay?
That is going to happen?
Yeah.
Nay. Because,
I think it's a nay also.
Yeah. Because I don't know. I don't know. It just I'm trying to actually think, because when it came to games kind of like that, the only thing when it comes to mind is the Lego games that have the Justice League, and like those for what those games are, those are really entertaining games. They have fun little quips and little stories, but having like I don't want to really like adult version of a style like that, I don't know. So, but no, I don't think it's gonna happen.
Okay, couple more. New Castlevania title from Konami.
Yes.
Okay. New Splinter Cell game announced.
Ooh, I want yay. I want that. That's a rumor, I really want that.
I would like it. So they were saying that some people are saying that no, they're not going to be there, but the Assassin's Creed Ragnarok revealed. I say no.
Okay.
If they're coming out with Watch Dogs 2 or Watch Dogs 3, they're not. Ragnarok's not happening. New Left 4 Dead.
When was the last Left 4 Dead come out?
Oh, a long time ago. But I'm thinking if there's going to be a big eye turner at the PC gaming show, and this is what they're saying, they'll announce a Left 4 Dead because of World War Z.
Okay. Then I'm gonna say yay.
Yay?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna say nay. Ken Levine's new game unveiled. He's the creator of BioShock.
Has there been talks about him working on a game?
Yeah, he says in 2017, he was most inspired by Middle-earth Shadow, Mordor's Nemesis system.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, so so the studio's focus on smaller narrative-driven games as opposed to the AAA scale blockbusters like BioShock. But we have no idea what Ghost Story's first project may be. So Ghost Story Games is Kevin Levine's new studio. So, because Irrational Games is gone.
Ooh, I want to say yay, but
I don't think so, because I think yes, he will be there. I think he'll be on the Microsoft stage. This last one that they have, I think this one's so far-fetched. But I don't want to say far-fetched. I just don't think that it's going to happen. The new 2K unveils BioShock 4.
Nay.
Yeah, I think that's a nay also. So, but you never know. So, but I think I think we'll get more into E3, but I think this is a hash of what we've been doing and thinking about. We'll get Steve in next week, and we'll get Tuesday in next week to see if they can't put their 2 cents in. Let us know what you guys feel are your E3 predictions. Maybe we'll make a chat. We'll make a thing on the what is it? On the Discord. Yeah, a room on the Discord for E3 rumors and thoughts and discussion and all of that. We could probably do that probably within the next week. Get that going. But come and join us. All of that. Any final thoughts before we go, Jesus?
No, I just honestly want to be a little bit more excited with E3. I want people to talk about it a little bit more. I want it to be not advertised, but I want people to start like hinting stuff, not rumored stuff. Little things.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, it should be. I think we're gonna start to hear a lot more. I think literally we're gonna start to hear a lot more. Probably, I don't want to say the end of this week, but I would say end of next week, like right after Memorial Day. I think people are. I think that's the last. Like people are gonna take off for that. Obviously take off for Memorial Day, and then when they come back, they're gonna be like, okay, we got to hit E3 hard. And I think that's when we're going to start to hear about more rumors and more leaks and all of that. But we will be twitching or Twitch streaming the conferences and having our reactions, and then maybe we'll have some discussions after that. What do you think, Jesus? You think you'd be up for doing that?
Yep, and then they'll be uploaded to YouTube.
It'll be uploaded to YouTube. So awesome. So we'll have some discussions and we'll kind of go from there. So we'll set that up and we'll set out all the links and for that. But like I said, next week I think we'll kind of cover some more E3 stuff. We'll get Steve and Tuesday's opinions on things. But check us out. Join our Discord. Check out OutSideHurts.com. That's OutSideHurts, HERTZ.com. The BS Podcast Network. And for Jesus and myself, happy gaming, and we'll talk to you next week.
Bye.